It's been a minute. It's been a minute, y'all. I haven't been here in a while. Um, I recorded what I'm going to talk to you all about 3 times already. Um, and it's been about a month and a half since I did it. I got so frustrated. One just went away, the other was fuzzy on the video. Like it was just a mess. So that's me. I already have procrastinating tendencies. So when stuff don't go right, I really just push it to the back burner, be like, whatever. But I have been summoned to get back to business, and I feel it that it needs, some stuff needs to be put out here for whoever this is for. I'm excited that you are here, and we will begin. Um, I want to talk to you all about, which is how you're gonna know that this is old, as far as the topic is concerned, because I um, unfortunately, this came up when my thought process about Miss Shaquilla Robinson um, passed away, and all of the surroundings of that. If you don't know about it, you can just pull it up on YouTube, her name, and it's so much stuff that you can see about. But one of the main things that really hit me was that she was in her mid 20s, right outside of college, and really just in a place where you don't have any responsibilities other than you. I don't believe she had any children, so you can really kind of move however you want to in this earth. And that's what she was doing. She was really moving and shaking, and um, she had an encounter that ended her life with some people, and this is all speculation and alleged and all of those words that everybody, buzz phrases that everybody use now, because I don't know her personally and I don't know the situation. But from what I heard, she had an encounter with some people that um, may not have been her people. And the reason I'm talking about this today is because our intuition is so important. And I wish somebody had told me what those feelings were when I was younger. I tell my son all the time, if it doesn't feel right for you, it's not for you. Not if it don't feel right for the masses, because it ain't got nothing to do with everybody else. It has to do with your own personal self. And there was stuff that I would feel and think and be like, oh no, it's nothing because my friends were doing it or nobody else was having an issue with it. But it wasn't. It wasn't right for me, which means it's just not right for me. So that's where I have my son, his mind now, because I wish somebody had given me that. And I feel like the same thing for her. If she had that feeling of, when stuff just ain't going quite right, you're trying to do stuff and you feel like you got to try overly hard to get it done. Now, I'm not talking about when it's, stuff that is your own thought process and you're ready to, but just when stuff just feels a little funny. For me, that is my guide telling me, you need to check this. This might not be for you. So here's the story. James Adam and I, y'all know James Adam is my pumpkin pie. We go to a store here in Charlotte called K&G. K&G is where you can get those outfits for young men, shirt, pants, vest, tie, like, the whole shebang. Christmas, not Easter outfits. But K&G is a warehouse store, really, big store. We go in and we get, he picks out an outfit, and we're going to go to the back and try on the outfit in the fitting room. We're walking down the aisle, and like I said, this is a warehouse, so there's a long walkway to get to the fitting room. And we're walking down that the hallway or the aisle, and a lady shoots out in front of us, to the point where I say to myself, you couldn't wait? That's how close she was to shooting out in front of us. She coming out of one little area and she shoots out in front of us, and we just kind of pause. So we start walking. Somebody else comes and meets up with her. They doing a little whisper, and they go off into another little direction. So we're walking on down the walkway, and I'm nosy. So I look and I'm like, yeah, part of me feel like I'm gangster too. So I'm looking like you couldn't wait. And her and the guy that she is talking to are looking back at us immediately. Like everything in me starts going off. So we get down to the dressing room, and he's too big for me to go into the dressing room with him, or for him to come into the women's with me. So he goes in and tries on his stuff. Now, in this store, the way that the store is set up, I'm standing here where I can see the dressing room door, and right above me is a monitor I can see behind my head. Because by this time, I'm on alert of this woman. She just busy in the store, walking around, picking up stuff, putting stuff down, just doing too much. That's about all it is, just doing too much. Somebody that she's with is in the dressing room, so she going out, getting stuff, bringing it back for them to try on. And just, there was a little knick-knack section beside me, socks and ties and, whatever. She real close, you're just too close to me. So she's standing over, picking up stuff, just doing. So I go and find a little corner where I can still see the dressing room door, but the wall is behind me now. That's my face, while I'm, because she really getting on my nerves. So we go to check out. James Adam, gets his stuff. We go to check out. Everything is fine. The checkout in K&G is the same as like Old Navy or Marshalls, where you kind of have a maze, and they have all the little trinkets and stuff that you can pick up on the way out the door. So we go through and we stand in there. We're the next in line. Here she come. Once again, touching and picking and just doing whatever. Y'all might not know this about me, but I hate for somebody to be up on me in a line. I can't go no faster than the checkout. Why are you so close to me? You don't have to be that close to me. So then she comes and she's literally right up on me, looking at something right behind me. Nobody is in line except us. You can't wait till I move? So then I get pissed. I turn my whole body to look at her. Then the man that she was giving the stuff to in the dressing room, he don't follow the maze. He's standing on the other side of me, in my back. So she's in my front now, and he's in my back. I said, I'm going to have to show out in this store. I get my child, and I move him around to we're in the front of there's a little gate there, where we're getting ready to be called next anyway. So you can't stand behind me. I don't know what it is you're trying to do. I know you're trying to pickpocket me or whatever, but there's nothing that you can do at this point. So Register 1 calls us. We go on up. Register 8 calls them. So we're all separated now. I was like, come on, lady, just get my stuff, rung up so we can leave this store. She's also the manager, service manager. So she's doing 50 things at one time and trying to ring us out. Real slow as far as ringing us out. So I'm like, they get rung out first. They start walking. So what do I do as she's walking? I turn my body all the way around as they walk out. So I'm watching you. So if anybody knows about K&G sits up on a platform. They have to walk up like 5 steps to get into the door. So we get rung out. They're standing on the platform, her and the man, right outside of the door. They're just standing there. I say, is this getting ready to be a thing for real? So I said, hold on, James Adam, we're going to stand right here. He's like, what's going on? What's going on? He knows it. He knows it just like his mama. So he's just standing there. What's going on? What's going on? Just wait a minute. Just hold on. So eventually they walk down the steps to the right. There's a man that works at K&G. He's going to get buggies. So we follow that man out to the left. And we walk all the way down. Now, we could have just walked out the store straight and boom, went to our car. But my intuition has told me something. So I walked down the walkway to the right, to the left, and then go out and then back up to go to my car. And I know you're saying, Nitra, why are you doing all of that? Because it was necessary. I felt like something was trying to happen. And it wasn't happening that day. I'm not going to be a part of this. This is not, no, I don't know what this is, but this ain't what this about to be today. So in my protection for me and my child, this is the path that we're going to take. Sometimes you got to interrupt what you would normally be doing and go a little bit outside of your comfort zone to make yourself safe. And that's just facts. So we get to my car, and of course, I done told you I'm nosy. So I look back. Why are they in a van and the man is looking at us? Y'all, I don't know if these people had anything planned, but it ain't my business to know whether you specifically had something planned. If I feel like I'm in danger, then I need to do all the things that I need to do to stay out of danger. That's where we mess up. We meaning y'all, because I don't be messing up like that. I goes all the way out of my way to make sure that I'm okay. When I leave the salon at night, I normally can walk straight to my car, but it's later in the evening. So I walk all the way down the walkway and then cut to my car. Why am I doing that? Because if I walk straight, there's a dark space where the trash cans are. Somebody could be standing in there. And where I done walked out, they come out and come get me. Once I walk all the way down there, I can look back toward the trash cans. So I'm so far away from the trash can. Even if you come out that way, you got to come a long way to get me. Not gonna happen. So my intuition just said, pay attention. Just keep paying attention. She was doing too much, y'all. She was just doing too much. Now, mind you, she just might be some of these people that do too much all the time. You're not about to be doing too much behind my head. And that's just period. And a lot of times when your body tells you something or when you have a feeling of something, you will ignore it. Stop ignoring what you feel. That is, for some people, that is the Holy Spirit. For other people, that is the universe. Whatever it is that you call it, it is what is keeping you safe. It is what is keeping you on target. It is what is keeping you where you need to be so that you can get done the things that you need to get done. I don't know if Miss Robinson had ever tapped into what her intuition is or was. But I feel like, and I don't know, I can be wrong, I just feel like if she had, somebody had steered her in a way of understanding what that was, she wouldn't even went on that trip. Sometimes you got to back up from having a good time with these people because these might not be your people. Sometimes you got to back up from going to this particular event because something about to go down at that event and you don't need to be there. There's a reason that you get this feeling. Even down to something super simple. Get off the highway. Take the scenic route. Now I'm straight, I'm going to get on the highway. And you go around the curve and then bloop, traffic is stopped because there's an accident. Told you specifically to get off that highway. Something said get off this highway. And you said, nah, I'm going to keep on going. Now you're late. Something as simple as that. So I don't know, you all, but I really do believe that this is just an important thing to learn, to hear. I 100% believe that because we are here breathing, God has put a part of himself in us. And that part of God that sits in me is called Nitra. The part of God that sits inside you is called Jim or Ty, Aunt Londa. Hey, Aunt Londa. And you have to listen to the God in you to keep you where you need to be. And when you don't, that's where you fall short. That's when you don't get all of the things you're supposed. There's some decisions that I made that people did not agree with. And I'm talking about hands down, we do not agree with you. You need to be going in the opposite direction. And y'all, I was on a limb by myself. Guess who was right? Me. Because it was about me. It wasn't about you. So you have to make decisions at this point that service yourself when you hear yourself talking. I believe it 100%. Thou shalt have no other God before thee. The God that lives in you. Just think about it. You might not agree with me today. Someday you're going to agree with me. Someday you're going to agree with me, and you're going to come back and you're going to tell me. It's all good. Anyway, I love you. Ain't a whole lot you can do about it. And until next time, bye-bye.